Okay, so how to do fasted morning cardio. Okay, so first of all, none of this information is bro science and all that bullshit. This is all thoroughly researched, scientific evidence, and most of this comes from Lyle McDonald. If you don't know who he is, just search him up. He's probably one of the most known fitness researchers, whatever, on the internet. Very, very smart, intelligent person, and you can rely 100% on that guy's information. He studied everything. Okay, so it's the body fat of the person which determines if fasted cardio is going to be beneficial or not compared to just regular cardio during the day. Okay, so there are 3 steps involved. Mobilisation being number 1, number 2, transport, and number 3, oxidation. Okay, so mobilisation refers to getting the fat out of the fat cells. Transport is transporting the fatty acids within the bloodstream. And this can be a real problem for people dealing with stubborn fat, such as the lower ab area, lower back, for women the thighs. And number 3, oxidation, is simply what it says, the burning of the fatty acids. Okay, now let's get into the 3 different types of individuals. We'll start off with the lean individuals, the average individuals, and the obese individuals, so we can see if fasted cardio is going to be beneficial or not. Okay, so for the leaner individuals, there's going to be 12 to 15% body fat for men, and the fat mobilization is going to be the issue here. Blood flow is affected as well, and it just becomes harder and harder for the body to lose its fat because it begins to go through adaptations. So that's why you commonly see people getting to about 50% body fat and then really struggling to lose the fat in their lower abs, right? So that's the reason why. However, on the other hand, oxidation isn't really a problem here and the leaner individuals. Okay, so now moving on to the obese individuals. So this is going to apply to about 35% plus body fat. So quite large individuals. So this is where oxidation is the main problem. Not fat mobilization, that's not a problem at all. It's oxidation. The reason for this is because there's tons of fatty acids floating around in the bloodstream, and therefore it's a big problem. However, for the average individuals that are 15 to 35% body fat, there are no issues, no fat mobilization issues, no oxidation issues. Everything is easy at that point. Hence, while when you get on a diet and you're about 20% body fat, well, like I said, in that range, 15 to about 30% body fat, that's where everything is easy, everything is all good, until you get to that 12 to 15%, where fat mobilization becomes a real ass. The fat just won't get out of the cell, and that's where things become tough. That's when dieting becomes hard. So that's about it, yeah. I'm going to summarize it up just now for you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in the average individuals, so 15 to 35% body fat, the transport is also not an issue of the fatty acids because there's not a specific area being targeted. So like the lower abs, the lower back, although you can't lose fat in one spot like spot reduced fat, transport is not an issue in the average individuals. Hence why it's probably the easiest place or whatever to die from. So yeah, if you're in the average individual stage, I guess we could call it, you're in a good path to having an easy diet, like we say, road, until you start hitting the lower body fat percentages. Okay, to summarize, for the lean individuals, fasted cardio is going to be great. The reason for this is because it's going to offset the fat mobilization and some of the blood flow issues, so you can get all that fat, whatever you want to call it, out of the cell. For the average individuals, just do any cardio. Any cardio is good, just don't sit on your ass, do some cardio. It doesn't need to be fasted cardio, morning fasted cardio. Any cardio will help you lose some weight. And lastly, obese individuals. Although I covered the 3 steps, or even the 2 steps in the obese individuals, obviously oxidation being the problem, I personally recommend, and Lyle's evidence that I used, I guess we could say, shows that different strategies are much better than doing faster morning cardio or just faster cardio altogether. Personally, I would suggest walking, and I wouldn't suggest an obese individual going for sprints. Walking would be a great start. An hour, 3 times a week, they'll be on their way to losing a good amount of weight. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful, informative, and as always, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of it. But more importantly, stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.